personally have zero interest in selling ProLine ever, but because I think it goes back to, for me personally, and again, I'll let you share your perspective on this. For me personally, it goes back to that actually solving the problem, and selling off to like a private equity firm that's going to strip the support team, cut costs, and then stop development because it's quote unquote good enough. That doesn't actually solve the problem that contractors have, and that's why we're here. We're here to solve the problem. We're not here just to try to, get a nice payday and go sit on a beach. That's not why I'm here. So I don't know, what's your perspective on that?
Well, I'm turning 40 in a few days, and so my perspective is slightly different. However, we've already been offered a significant amount of money verbally.
That's true. We have, yeah.
And you and I talked about it, and it was like, well, we'll listen to him, but like not now. Like it makes no sense to do, like that's not why we started this. We wanted to solve problems. And how I view just life in general is like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if we sold it to somebody. All these hundreds and thousands of people trusted us to help them with their business, because I was in the same boat. I need someone to help me be successful in the skill set that I don't have, and that's technology and software. So if we build up all these user bases, sell all this stuff, become a sales organization and just pump and dump it, I can't live that way.
Betrayal. That'd be a betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, the thousands of people that would just be like furious with us, and they would be rightfully so.
As they're furious with a lot of other companies right now.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, very similar page. I don't think we talk about exit strategies and things like that, but it doesn't mean that you sell it to a huge company and it may look some variation of something one day, but it's not like in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
We're here to grow this business and to help as many roofing contractors and then other contractors hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
Because we have something special. We really do. It's something that is unique currently, and it can really help. Again, coming from selling to homeowners, it gives the homeowner an excellent experience. So yeah, we want our contractors to be successful, but if you make the homeowner, all these homeowners that are out there, they don't know that their contractor has ProLine, but they love the feedback they're getting, the communication they're getting, all those things. They're not worrying about the money they just gave for a deposit, and ProLine does that.
Yeah.
ProLine is. I also think about the homeowners as well, and there's nothing else like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. And I think we've had a lot of conversations, as a team about culture and about work-life balance and about. And I think one of the things that we're really prioritizing is this sort of mindset of we all want to do this for a long time. And for me personally, I'm very much leading ProLine in a direction where I'm comfortable owning this company for the rest of my life. If that's what's required to truly solve these problems. And like you said, there might be something that pops up, but the biggest thing is like, I would much rather build, because I think one of the big for other companies, a lot of people feel like they have to sell the company to actually make any money. It's just like, it's something that it's almost like in the tech world, a lot of people are like told, oh, you got to have a big exit, right? Which is not true. But also, it's people get burnt out, and you see this. Like I've seen this with so many other software founders in this space. You see them after they've been in the business for 3, 4, 5 years, and they're exhausted. They're not taking care of themselves. They're out of shape. They're unhappy, and so I've personally made a very conscious decision of no, I'm gonna have work-life balance. I'm going to get the work done, and we're gonna grow this business. But I'm gonna build this business so that I don't feel like my back is up against a wall in 2 years where I have to get out of it or I'm gonna go crazy. Like I'm making that decision now. I'm not gonna get to that point. I think that's super critical for our customers that we're building that way, because that means that you can rely on ProLine being in 2, 3, 4, 5 years having the same or similar experience, ideally even better experience with ProLine as a platform than you do today.
And you hit on two really good points of like leadership burnout. So that's a big problem. Or then other doesn't have to be software, but it could be any company. They want to grow, so they hire, and so then their overheads at the very brink of the revenue and the profit, and so that's why they have to a lot of times feel like they have to sell, because they have such a huge team, and not to mention they're not necessarily growing an excellent team. They're just putting bodies in there.
Yep.
Like, there's not a lot of training. I've seen it over and over again with companies that are trying to switch from small to medium, and I'm like, they have turnover like crazy.